Black man built the pyramids. Perfect center.
The Nubians were not the biggest enemies of the ancient Egyptians. It was the Asiatics. We know this because historically, the most prominent times of reunification happened because of the invasion of the Asiatic, not the Nubian. When the Nubians ruled Egypt, they rebuilt temples and brought the balance back to the land. When the Asiatics usurped the land, the balance of Ma'at had been broken. The first intermediary period after the collapse of the Old Kingdom, Egypt fragmented into various local powers. Asiatic groups such as the Canaanites and others migrated into the Nile Delta. Reunification occurred during the 11th Dynasty under Mentuhotep II, who established the Middle Kingdom. The second intermediary period, the most famous Asiatic invaders during this time were the Hyksos, a group of people from the Levant who established the 15th Dynasty and ruled parts of Lower Egypt. Reunification was achieved under Amos I, the first ruler of the 18th Dynasty, who expelled the Hyksos and established the New Kingdom. The Asiatics were portrayed in Egypt art and texts as distinct and often negatively emphasizing their foreign origins. For instance, they were often shown with lighter skin and pointed beards and colorful robes. After the Asiatics were expelled by the native rulers like Amos I, the Egyptians emphasized their victory and restoration of order over chaos, Ma'at over chaos. This theme was reflected in the art and inscription that glorified the reunification of Egypt under native rule. According to experts, Amos I was considered a native Egyptian. Yet later on, CT scans conducted by James Harris and Edward Wendt confirmed that they saw no difference between Amos I and contemporary Nubians. Although haters of black history would like to debunk this revelation, not only was Amos I said to be of Nubian origin, but also his sister/wife Amos Nefertari was said to have Nubian ancestry also. According to Grafton Elliott Smith's description in 1912, the skin of Amos Nefertari is blackened in the same manner as the majority of other contemporary mummies. He also associated the strands tied to her own hair with those of Nubian women's hair. He adds that the shape of the cranium firmly supports her Nubian origin. Several authors highlighted the significant prominence of Amos Nefertari's front teeth as revealed in an X-ray image. They characterize it as severe maxillary, also known as prognathism. The same authors bring attention to the presence of the same trait in Amos Nefertari's grandmother, Tetisheri, suggesting it is genetically determined and inherited. Harris and Edward Wendt add the dentaprognathism is a common trait in both ancient and current Nubians. It is also stated that Amos Nefertari shares the same pure genealogy as her mother, Ahotep I. The royal native Egyptians are looking a lot like contemporary Nubians and a lot less Middle Easterns, who were Asiatic invaders as attested by the ancient Egyptians themselves. They were not ancient Egyptians, they were Asiatic invaders. The suggestion that the 17th dynasty of Egypt may have had Nubian ancestry arises from several lines of evidence, including historical, archaeological, and bioanthropological studies. The 17th dynasty, based in Thebes, coexisted simultaneously with the Hyksos rulers in the north, and may have had close interactions with Nubian populations. Rather than viewing Egypt and Nubia as entirely separate entities, this perspective highlights the fluidity of culture and genetic exchanges between the two regions. This video is sponsored by the book It All Begun in Black Egypt. If you're looking for a captivating read that intertwines history, mystery, and profound insights on ancient Kemet, It All Began in Black Egypt is a must-have for your book collection. I recently delved into the pages and was astounded by the depth and richness of this content. It All Began in Black Egypt takes you on a mesmerizing journey through the annals of ancient Egyptian history, shedding light on the lesser-known aspect that has been overlooked by eurocentric narratives. The author masterfully weaves historical facts with great storytelling, making it not just an educational read, but also an engaging one that keeps you turning the pages. I completed this book in just 1 week. Each page was an eye-opener, and I found myself reflecting on the ideas long after I put it down. It was a week of discovery, full of revelations that resonated with me on multiple levels. Arm yourself with this knowledge, people. It all began in Black Egypt.